Oh, good morning, people. My name is Bastian and welcome to the channel. Today I'm back on my way to one of my favorite forests. Actually, it's my favorite forest in this part of our country, at least. That's to say, until I discover another one. Probably I'm the only person that goes through this forest beside loggers, and beyond that there's only wildlife. Now the route I'm gonna take today is a little bit soul-seeking, which is kind of characteristic for my choosing of paths and routes, because there always have to be a little bit of danger involved. Now these forests and these hills are part of Kozjak hill chain, which stretches, let's say, about 40 kilometers alongside the Pohore Massif, which is on the other side of the river there. Both of these slopes, both sides, are pretty steep. I like to go here, just being in the forest that's not really very densely occupied by humans, so there's almost nobody that ever goes through here. I caught all the spider nets on the way, probably. There's a net every meter or so. But this part here is overgrown with this eagle ferns, and in between there are some rock formations. I hope to find or see some snakes maybe. There are several species of snakes that live here. It's very hard to film them in these rocks. They will just vanish between the rocks, so you have to be very vigilant, maybe with a camera, so you have to be better in spotting them than they are in hiding from you. Very nice environment for snakes. Basically impenetrable barriers all around. Force of nature, water, very nice roots. There we have an opening, and parts like this, where little rocks penetrate these bushes. There will be basking spots for snakes. Like here, for instance. I always miss them at this part, but maybe it's a bit early today. Who knows? And some of these rock formations, actually rock formations, just the soil has eroded away because it's too open. And these rocks and boulders have opened up, and some of them are quite unstable. I do not recommend walking on terrain like that. I do it, but I don't recommend it. These boulders in between. You see? And this one, for example, blocks the other one. If one goes, there's a fair chance a lot of them will go and you're toast. Chamois goats don't seem to mind. They can walk on this terrain. I have a path I found here through because I cannot walk through blackberries. There's a lot of blackberries here. Maybe I'll go and forage for them when they will be ripe. You have to know that most of the time I'm climbing here without actually using my hands or arms because I always carry something with me. And even now I have a camera in one arm and a machete and snake hook in the other. So I don't use my hands or arms for climbing. When I do, then I put the camera away. These edges are very nice for snakes, but there's no sun, so they have no reason to come out. So here's one of the routes that I usually take. It goes up those rocks there. There are only few routes in this part and one can actually take. I've spent months or years here searching for different paths. Not really searching, just discovering, because I spent a lot of time in this woods. But I will try to take this route now with the camera in my arms, in my hand. So let's just see how it works out. It's not that all the time, it's just this part here. So I've came up here, but that wasn't as bad as it can become. Most of the time it's just steep. I did go through routes like that one there. There's a route by the rocks. For instance, I'm gonna go this way. It looks pretty cool, those rocks there. Nice where to sit. I came over around halfway. I'm a bit without breath, not too much, but a little. So I came up here. There's at least 45-degree angle on average, if not more there. Oh. So it's time for a word from our sponsor, which is nature. So you have parts of your anatomy affected by the force of gravity. Then the outside world, or the world outside your window, may be the best recipe for that. This part here, there's a lot of mosses. It's kind of mystical, magical realm, and this part here I will use in kind of movie that I'm thinking of filming. Let's not be too optimistic, but there's a story I'm writing, which is a fantasy story, which I've taken elements from different parts and, let's say, metaphorically transformed them slightly, and I've taken inspiration from places like this also. It's like Lord of the Rings. One has to be here to appreciate really this environment. As you can see, this part, there's a lot of mosses, rocks. It's kind of very mystical and mythical environment. There are all kind of wood laying around. Now you can see from this part, I'm standing on the boulder here, and we have these huge boulders going like 15 meters up. There's a huge rock formation there, and then we have this kind of sinkhole, likely for where likely most of the water is going. That's why the rocks have collapsed a little bit. And then there we have all these kind of roots that are already dried out. And these fallen trees, for instance, like the one we have here, it fell and now it keeps on growing, and it developed 3 stems. But look at it. Look at the roots. They're like human hands being, or legs being amputated. And we have this fallen oak here. It's really a scenery that I intend to use in a movie, in a fantasy movie. So I sometimes come here taking shots. Check out that pine tree. It still grows, it's still green. Growing out of the rock. It's really extraordinary environment, extraordinary things around here. So the stone here, as you see, has cracks inside. It's kind of slate type rock, not slate per se, but similar composition or similar structure. So it will fall in layers like here. We have different types of lichen on it, different type of moss. There it looks like there was some nest inside. Oh, there's a hornet nest. Definitely there is a hornet nest. Yeah, I can see them. I'm gonna take a turn around because that's not very wise to get near them. Oh. We have a whole bunch of antlion holes here. That's a pretty cool tree. There are mostly oaks in this part, and they grow here between the rocks and boulders, and I think these are very old trees. There are only oaks here, right on the ridge. It's very physical. It keeps on going. It keeps on climbing. It feels good. After this, when it's like being reborn. There's a quartz vein. You can see all the iron ore in it. Very good for lightnings. Here we are at the top of the ridge, of this particular ridge. And There's a road up ahead, and there's a only small climb left to go. You can see basically just drops all around. The story continues. Oh, what a beauty! So here we have a smooth snake, Coronella austriaca, and she just released musk on me, but musk from her is not really that bad in smell, like Natrix species, and it's a female, judging by her color. It's a snake that's frequently misidentified as an adder, as a common adder, but it's not really dangerous. It's not venomous. It will, yeah, it's a bit angry. It may bite me, which is not really so critical, but she obviously came out, like I assumed they will, to thermoregulate immediately upon sunrise. Yeah, she's a pretty nice snake. As you can see, she is flattening her head, so she's trying to appear more danger, or mimic a viper, maybe. She's a bit angry, but she's not trying to bite me in my arm when I hold her. She's just jumping into camera. She's a small one, not too big, but very nice silver color with these spots. They kind of transition from brown to black. I'm gonna let her go now. She's gone. I've arrived to the top of the hill, so I'm gonna head on back slowly. I have to clean my lens. It's like there was a boulder here. It fell out. More ant lions there. I have like a whole village here. There's a nice quartz crystal. There's a lot of quartz here, and also one Impohor Massif on the other side. You can see brownish color from iron ore. And we have this sedimentary type of rocks. It had to be quite a force to split the pine like that. Now here I am on a different ridge. There's smoke clearing here. I usually find a lot of bolete mushrooms here. As you can see, there's Drava Valley in the distance down below. I do a lot of mushroom foraging in this forest. Obviously today isn't really the day for it. I do not always run, but when I do, it's quite interesting. He nearly came directly towards me. There's one of the springs. There's one in almost every ravine, and this is very clean water. Able to drink it without any hesitation. Again, in lower parts, more rocks and boulders. There's a little bit more friendly terrain, if you can call it that. There's another spring. And there's my crappy cart down there.